Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Abu Bakr, and today we are starting our CBAP training for business analysis. Uh, so before we start the training, let me give you a little bit introduction of myself, and so that we can move forward. Okay, the chat box in the Zoom will be used. Definitely you can use it for writing the question purpose and all that stuff, but we will use another tool. I'll explain this tool in a bit, but just let's first I'll introduce myself. My name is Abu Bakr. I'm a business graduate in banking and finance, and 18 years of experience in business analysis. So why I'm teaching business analysis is because it's my passion. So I'm not you can say I'm not a trainer by profession. By profession, I'm an entrepreneur. I own 3 different companies. Two are the recent IT startups, and one of the company is IT hardware provider. So that's it about myself. I'm also a guest speaker, international guest speaker for business analysis. Have done more than 50 sessions on this subject, and in addition to that, there are 60 plus mentees who are certified business analysis after my course. So this is just a little bit about myself, including some of the certifications on the subject of business analysis. Moving forward, let's set up some ground rules for this session. So definitely it's a no sleeping zone. All right. So whenever you feel asleep, ask a question. To enhance the participation, uh, what we will do is we will uh, have a participation award at our 10th day. So whoever will is participating more will have a chance to get the award. So this is just to motivate yourself. So how we will actually, I have Mr. Kazi with me here. He is assisting me in this training. So he'll be noting all the names who are participating, and the person who is participating more will get a chance to win a small reward from our side. All right. So participation is must. All right. This is how this session works. Business analysis is a little dry subject. It's more about theories, more about like processes, how things should work. And when we talk about how things should work, it becomes dry. So we have tried our best to enhance the participation. We have tried our best to like enhance the participation. We will be enhancing the participation, but your participation is must. All right. Try to keep your mobile silent. We know it's a lot of you are already online session, a lot of emails and all these things will be coming up. It's okay, but keep it silent so that if you are unmute, you should not disturb other people. It's business analysis is a very wide subject. Let me tell you this. So lots of your uh, lots of your concepts will definitely be questioned. So you might have been thinking about, there might be some things that you think this is task of a project manager, and like a lot of different stuff will be questioned. So your concepts will be questioned. So keep an open mind. There is no hard and fast things like a Bible or that like you have to follow everything. So you can use your mind and apply everything differently. So in this session we'll be discussing lots of case studies around business analysis. I personally have consulted more than 20 different organizations. Some of them we have implemented a whole business analysis division, and these some of them were CMMI level 5 companies. So I have a lot of experience, a lot of things to share, and we'll also listen to your ideas as well. So keep your minds open. All right. And if you I'll write something on the chat right now. I want you to open that link. Okay, I'm writing something on the chat box. What is the reward? All right, I got a question from participants. He's saying, "What is the reward?" So that's a surprise reward. All right, so just wait for it. Participate. So one already we will give 1 point to Mr. Syed Arif Raza, although he privately messaged me, but that's the point for participation. It goes to Mr. Syed Asif Raza. You got the first point of participation. So keep it up. All right, and this will be a surprise reward. Don't worry, you'll not be disappointed. I'm writing a link here, www. It's called slide. sli.do. All right. This is a website. I want you all to open this website right now. All right. We got 3 more participants just now. So I have written something on the chat box. Just type this on your browser to open a website called Slido, SLIDO. Where's the link? All right, I'll write it again, www.slido.com. Okay, sli.do is the website, but you can search for Slido. Okay, now you can see this website on your screen as well. Okay, if you already opened the link, all right. I'm writing the link again. Maybe there is some slido.com. Okay, now everyone can see the link, I'm sure. Uh, the link is on the screen right now, slido.com. Anyone can tell me that you were able to open that website, slido.com? Okay. All right, great. Thank you, Muzaffar. Muzaffar Ali Umrani. All right, thank you. So you are on the website now. Just join 58616. There's a small column on the top says to join the event. Write 58616 and join. Yes. 58616. So I'm sharing the screen again, just as if somebody doesn't understand it, so you will understand it. Okay. So after writing slido.com, you reach to this screen you are seeing, right? In here, you see, you join. Got it? Great. All right, patient. All right, now this will this small piece of solution will really help us interact. If you have any questions, you can write it whenever you want. Okay. So this is one of the thing. Now, let me get back to the presentation again. So let's start with your introduction, and you have to do the introduction on the same website. All right. Now I'm opening a new question there, so you can give me your introduction on the website. Don't write the question. Okay, I'll open this for you. So now you got this question, right? So just introduce yourself, your name, your designation, number of years of experience. Let's see. Yeah, just write your name, designations, years of experience. Slido.com, join the meeting, 58616. And you reach to a page. All right, great. We have a first response. I think everybody can see this. Great, we have senior people here. Not more senior than me. All right. So, but still, yeah, great. Mashallah, 12 years of experience. Sadkin Abbas, thank you. Hasan Raza, thank you very much. Zulfikar Ali Mehman, Great. Nice meeting you, sir. 3 years of experience. Great. Welcome, Maria. Faizan Heather, business analyst. Sure, we can share a lot of different case studies and a lot of experience will make sense. Salik Ahmed, welcome, sir. Mohammed Adnan Saab, thank you very much. Adnan Sheikh, thank you very much, sir. Thanks for joining us today. All right, I think we have all the I want other people to, yeah, exactly. So Farooq Salim Sheikh Saab, thank you very much for joining us today. Bakar Saab, mashallah. Now this is what we call like a Generation X is joining us, millennials. All right, Bakar Khan Saab, thank you very much for joining us. Saqib Khan Saab, yeah, now we have a lot of senior people joining us as well. Thank you, Saqib Khan Saab. Thank you, Syed Shahab, Heather Saab. Thank you for joining us. All right. So see, it's very easy, right? So you can use this small tool, all right, to answer the questions that I'm asking. And also this tool will be used to ask questions whenever you have one. All right. Abdul Hamid Mehman Saab, thank you very much for joining us. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So let's end this thing and move to the presentation again. Yes. Right. So I got 2 questions. Okay. Now you have to do one more things on Slido. Let's see if you are listening to us and you are able to like use this tool properly. Okay. In slido.com on the right side, you see an icon of a profile. All right. Put there your name and your your name. So Mohammed Azhar Javed, Senior Manager, 13 years. Thank you, Mr. Azhar Javed, for joining us today. Okay. Will we cover the mock exams? All right. So this is next part of my slide thing. So we will definitely discuss this. Don't worry. This will definitely be asked. Okay. Now let's do a small exercise. Go to slido.com. You're seeing on this screen. What is the first word you are seeing in this screen?
Can you tell me? Can you please tell me the number? How I can join this slido.com? The number is 54.
Okay, I'm sharing the screen right now just for you. There you go.
58.
All right. So exactly. So people are using it. Great. So passionate. Oh, somebody sees Ikra there. All right. I can't find it, but I would be happy to find that in that picture. So, all right. Dependent. Very good. All right. Passionate. Talented. Okay. Okay. This is the picture actually, by the way. So whatever first word you see, not the second word, not the third word, the first word you see. Just type it on Slido. Now let's see what you have shared. All right, all right. Does somebody really needs help, or they just find it somewhere? Actually, that word is helpful. All right, but I think a lot of people have seen it as help. All right, somebody have seen it lazy as well, dependent, eager. All right, I didn't. All right, tell him no. Where is Ikra word there? But I'll try to find it myself. All right.
You just bring the screen. I'll like point it out for you.
Yeah. Sure. 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 I'll do that. I'll keep this screen for 1 more minute. So all the participants just see this answer, don't answer again. Just the first word you see, all right? All right. So thank you very much for your participation. Everybody participated great. Now, but we will have data and we will know that who have participated first, and we will notice that name for uh, the surprise that we will give on the 10th day of the session. All right. So let's move forward. I'll stop this session. I'll stop this question right away so that if anybody can have any question, they can ask the question. All right. Anybody have any questions? You would like to ask a question? Just write a question there, so we all will see that what is the question. If you have any question, is it certified course? What worth it is giving in the market? All right, good. Just put your name. You know, like go to the right side. You see a profile page. Edit that profile. Put your name so that we know that who's asking the question. All right, great. So we'll move forward. We don't have questions so far, which is good for me. All right. So now another question. So I have a question for you again, and again you have to answer that question on the Slido. I want to understand what is your the questions that you ask about the market thing. I'll answer that. I kept that question for myself. Now the next question is on Slido for you. What is your experience? Why are you spending 35 precious hours of our life? And I think 2 hours. So these precious 35 hours we'll be spending together on this course. Why?
Sir, your voice is breaking up.
Is it for him only, or is my voice breaking up? All right. Okay. Okay. So we'll be.
Voice breaking and screen stuck.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's okay.
All right.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So you will be spending 35 hours with me here, right? These are the precious hours of your life. You're like 35 precious hours of your life you'll be spending in this session in next 10 days. So I want to know, what is your expectation from this session? Why are you here? Why are you spending 35 precious hours, and most of them after your office hours as well, at least for me. So why are you here? What is the key thing that brings you here? What is it that you are ready to spend that 35 hours? All right, to learn. I really like this thing, like learning. That shouldn't stop. Very good. Enhanced knowledge. All right, very good. So this is one of the thing. Career growth. Wow. Professional acquisition. Good. Enhanced skills. Yes. Please give me more. Why are you here? 35 precious hours of your life you'll be spending here. What is your expectation? Why are you here?
Abu Bakr, can you just give me a help in this Slido, because are there specific string length is over there, you can write only a few words or something letters over
Yes,
there?
yes. Yeah, just write one single word. That's okay. Why are you here? For learning, for certification, for experience, for growth. Just write a single word. Tell me in the single word. For enhance the knowledge, yes. Give rise to the organizations, in enhancing the organization, to give rise is there to give it back to the company. All right, everybody. All right, give rise to the organization. I get it. So thank you very much. I think lots how we will be participating. You'll be able to see the skills and all the stuff. So thank you very much. Now we'll end this poll, and if you have any questions, you can ask. All right. So okay, now I have questions like, is it certified course? What worth it is giving in the market? So this course is a CBAP training. After this course, you will be able to attend the CBAP after the certification preparation again. So this is to give you a guideline. This course will, we will actually brief all the topics of the CBAP trainings, or the topics which will be covered in the CBAP training. We will cover all the aspects, and this is very big thing. All right, it's a very big book, 300 plus pages. So we'll try to cover as much as possible here. All right. So will there be a mock-up exam? No, there will be no mock-ups exams here. All right. We will be covering the processes, the knowledge base of the certification, not the exams. But I will be giving you a little bit of guidance over the session, that how the exams will be and things like that. Okay, we'll review the exams in detail, like what is the exam, how many questions comes in. So if you have all the questions related to exam, keep it for the 10th session, and we will discuss in detail. That session is focused on the certification support. Can we participate from mobile device also? Yes, yes. This is, why not join Zoom and then open Slido. How would it help acquiring the certification? So for certification, the mandatory requirement is to have 35 hours of training in business analysis. So that's what we are doing. So this is how it's going to help. Plus, we will give you a lot of material, a lot of guidelines that will help you in your certification process. And you can reach me after the exam. I'll share my contact details. You can reach me anytime to get any support required for the exam preparation, filing the exam application and approval process. Is there eligibility criteria? Yes, there is. Of course, this is one of the most professional certification. So there is, and we will discuss this in the 10th session. So you have to be there till 10th. Mr. Adnan Sheikh Saab, thank you for the question. Any other question? Brick. Brick. Proactive? We will cover any mock exam. Again, the answer, Muzaffar, is no. We will not cover any mock exams here. We will cover the body of knowledge or the knowledge base of the business analysis view, and how many questions, things like that. But there will be no mock exam. online training back. We will get this feedback at end of the training to see how productive it was. My previous session internationally were a lot of productive, and like that's how we made it productive using these different tools. Yes. What is the passing rate of CBAP exams? To date, it's 70%, and I'm sure you will be able to do it. Change your name, please. Change your name. On the right side, you see a profile picture. Change your name so I can know that who's asking the question. So, but the answer to your question is 7 of my mentees have failed the exam so far, and I'm sure this remains as it is for you as well. So I'll provide all the support you need for applying the exam and all this stuff. So don't worry. We'll discuss this in the 10th session. Any other questions for the expectation of the session? All right, now we are moving forward. Thank you very much for your participation. Let's move forward. So what are we going to cover in next 10 days? All right. So these are the things actually we are going to cover. Day 1 will be introduction to business analysis. This is
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, but I have one question for you. Like, do we
where we
have?
will learn what is business.
Can you please tell me that do we have to give some international paper after this training to get a certificate?
Right, good question. Next time, if you have question, try to write it on the Slido, so we will know it.
Okay, sure, why not?
And I can give the answer that like do we need to give the exam to get the certificate? So there are two different types of certificate. One certificate of participation in this training, which you will get it for sure. All right. And then after doing this, if you want to pursue the certification, which is the international certification from IIBA, International Institute of Business Analysis, then you have to give an international things, but that's totally different. That's an international exam, but you will get a certificate of participation in this training, which will be helpful. So having an expectation of certificate is a good expectation because that's what motivates us. But but I really personally want more and more people from this session to go for the international certification as well. It's easy. And if you guys are attending this session, it tells me that you are enthusiastic and you are interested in business analysis as career, as I can see from your expectation as well. So we will definitely, you should go for the international certification, where I will personally help you for the exam filing and the support required for the exam. Today we will be learning what is business analysis. So we have different concepts, so we'll see what is it. Day 2 we will be discussing business analysis key concepts. What are the different key concepts that governs the business analysis as a whole? Underlying competencies, what are the different competencies that are required for a good business analyst? To be a good business analyst, what competencies you should have? Then we will jump into the more process-oriented part, or the knowledge base of the IIBA, International Institute of Business Analysis, which is business analysis, planning and monitoring. Day 4, we'll be discussing elicitation and collaboration. IIBA is Canadian company, and if you have experience of working with Canadians, they use very hard terms. So don't go for hard terms. These are still understandable. Elicitation and collaboration. When we come to this point, you will understand. All right. All right. So somebody's asking me, will there be a breaks in this session? Yes. After every hour, we will have 10 minutes break. Yes. online sessions are hard to conduct. All right. Yes, so there will be, yes. Elicitation and collaboration will be related to requirements gathering, requirement lifecycle management, what are the different stages of requirement and like how they are managed. Strategic analysis, my favorite subject. I turned around lots of different companies with this strategic analysis, and I'll be happy to share my experiences there. It's related to the like a business strategic analysis. Then we will learn about requirement analysis. Once the requirement is there, what to look for, how to improve that requirement, how to design a solution. All right, and then we will discuss about the solution evaluation. If the solution is developed, how to evaluate that. Voice quality. I think people are saying the voice quality is you able to listen the voice properly. Mr. Mazhar, if you can try reconnecting, maybe this would help, because I have 3 participants sitting in this room as well. They are able to listen properly. So maybe restarting. Great. Voice is breaking continuously. Okay, I have a question. Are there any number of attempts? So the one exam is one attempt. Okay. All right. Now there's another question saying that this training will let you, after finishing this training, you go directly and give exam. No, it's not like this. You have to prepare for exam. Okay. So our 10 days of session will be based on the IIBA body of knowledge. This is a book. Okay, it's called like a guideline book for the business analysts around the world. So if you are a good business analyst or in the business analysis field, I'm sure you must have already heard about IIBA, International Institute of Business Analysis, and they have a book called Body of Knowledge, which is consists of all these standard policies, procedures, details required for a business analyst to perform a good business analysis job. So we will cover that aspect. So our whole course is actually designed on the IIBA body of knowledge. All right, and version 3. This is the latest version so far. There will be hands-on exercises now because your hands are remote. So we'll do it on Slido. All right. But there will be exercises like the one we already did 3 times just recently. All right. So Slido will be used for hands-on exercises, but there will be lots of hands-on exercises. Lot of discussion. So you are free to unmute yourself whenever I ask a question and I give a time for discussion. Then you can definitely open and share your idea and questions. All right. Now, if you have any questions, please ask now. Can you please share the ebook? All right. Yes, of course. I'll share not only the ebook, but also other material for exam preparation on the 10th day of this session. So wait till 10th day. Rizwan Shakir, thank you very much for asking the question. Is that any other body exists except IIBA? Yes. IIBA is the oldest body. International Institute of Business Analysis, the oldest body for business analysis. But yes, PMI recently, like 5-6 years ago, they also launched a training certification called IIBA PMI PBA, Project Business Analyst, and there is not much difference between both. So that's a surprise. So if you are preparing for this, you're doing this training for this one, you can even prepare for PMI PBA after the session, which is far more easy training, easy examination as compared to IIBA, and passing rate is even higher as compared to IIBA. So yes, you can, after this training, you can even pursue PMI PBA. So This was for or it seems screen. Show me the screen. Okay, I got it. Why it is happening? Okay, I think now screen splitting thing is gone. Great, excellent. All right. So I'll not be able to view the chat. So you take care of it. I have Mr. Kazi sitting here once again for assisting me on this training. So please, all right. Any other questions? Right on Slido. Relevance of 35 credit hours of pursuing CBAP professional attempt like this actually. Any other question? This course for CBAP application is valid for 3 years. Yes. Sure, Arif Raza will be certifying the first. All right, great, excellent. So any other questions, or we'll end the questions here. If you are not able to write the question on Slido, let me know, please. Unmute your mic and tell me. Great. So I'm considering everyone. Yes.
All I'm interested in the reward is like what the reward is after 10th day. So I'm not attempting it for the very first time.
Wow. Very good. So see, that's a surprise. So whoever will win the award. So far, we have 3 names in our participation list, and the last day, we will share that who participated most, and we will give the surprise reward. So that's a surprise. So let's keep it surprise. Let's keep it that way. Hassan Raza Khan is asking a question here. Would this score skills as well, or the business only? All right, uh, that question is a tricky question, and I'm thinking how to answer it because if you are project manager, you might be upset about my answer. Uh, see, let me put it this way: don't take it offensively. But this course, if you take it properly and you understand the skills and you try to implement it, you could become a good project manager. You could become better project management, fulfill the customer expectation better in a better way. So this is how this helps the project manager, because usually we will understand. This is today's topic. We will understand the difference between the project manager and the business analysis, and why project manager is not able to focus on certain areas. So this will tell you that how you can enhance the skills. Jokes apart. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Any other questions, sir? Great. If you have any questions, please ask now. And if you are not able to use Slido for asking the questions, please raise your voice, unmute yourself, and tell me. All right. I got a question on chat box as well, that the training is bookish or practical. All right. So when you are saying when focus like this one, this will be bookish mainly. But having a training with me will try to make it as practice, and I think a lot of them are just coming your way in next few minutes. This question, the training is bookish to or cover real life stories. Please, on the slido.com right side, there is a profile, small icon of profile, like like a small avatar. Click click this edit your profile and put your name. In the Slido on the right side, you see an icon, edit and put your name.
You are not give the answer of this question. Okay. This basically
Thank you for the
training
question.
is more. This training is most likely the video-based training या maybe some literature type training. Because अभी जो दौर चल रहा है basically अगर आप देखते हैं तो वो mostly ये चल रहा है कि आपको वीडियो टाइप की चीजें देखे ताकि आप easy to learn सारे बच्चे। तो let's see about 35 days आप आगे लेके जा रहे हैं अब हमें मतलब further 10 days हैं तो हम let's see कि क्या होता है आगे further। लेकिन अगर best ये है कि अगर आपके पास
नहीं ये लाइव सेशन
वीडियो टाइप की चीज हो तो क्या
या दिस इफ योर क्वेश्चन इज कि ये सेशन जो है ये वीडियो ट्रेनिंग्स टाइप की चीजें आपको दे दी जाएंगी नो इट्स नॉट लाइक दिस इट्स अ लाइव ट्रेनिंग सेशन बिकॉज वी फील इंटरेक्शन इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट for learning business analysis. It's a dry subject, so it will be a live session. You have to attend 35 hours in next 10 days. Yes, it should not be an online session. All right, please put your name so we can know that who's asking the question. Thank you for your feedback.
Sir, may I ask a question?
Please.
You give your information to me. Yeah. I
Please,
just want to know whether you guys will provide us the course material for preparation.
Yes.
How
the answer
would
is
you
yes.
will? Okay, so how would you will give it to us, like on the email or by any other channel? How would we will get this tutorials?
Name, your good name, please.
Shumaila Ahmed.
All right, Shumala, are you able to use still, do you know how to use Slido? Are you able to connect and see the Slido page?
Yes, I am.
Great. All right. Excellent. So great, please, because we will be having a lot of participations there, and because that will be maintaining the participation. So there is an award at end of the end of the course. And please, thank you very much for your question. Yes, we will be giving you the exam preparation materials, and this will be on the 10th day. And this will be there will be a Google Drive link where you will get the books, the reference material, things like that. All right.
Okay, and I just want to know the certificate. There will be two certificates. One which you will give us after training, and the other one if we want to give the if we want to go to the international certification. Am I right?
Beautiful. Yes, absolutely right.
Okay. So at after 10 days, you will provide us a certificate for us that we have done this training. Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely right. You're welcome. All right. Now I have another question. Is it Kashif Akhtar? Thank you for asking this brilliant question. Is this course specifically designed for banking industry? No. All right. Because it's designed for business analysis skills, whatever is the industry. But to keep a session more relevant, because we know that the audience is from banking industry, we will have a lot of examples, relevant examples to fit your thing. But yes, that's the answer. It's designed specifically for business analysis skills, not for the specific industry. We will be covering lots of aspects of business analysis that can be applied on any industry. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for the great participation. I get like these questions are brilliant questions. I can see that I can see lot of interest for business analysis here, and I'm sure the upcoming things will really help us move forward quickly. All right. So let's start with the business analysis introduction. Let's start with the business analysis introduction. So let me ask this question from you first. So just on the if you have any more questions, like we are getting questions. Okay, I'll answer that later. All right, excellent. So let's start with the business analysis introduction. So what we are going to cover today is about the IIBA body of knowledge, the book that this training is focused on. So we will learn that how that book is designed, what's in there. Business analyst. Who is a business analyst? Now, you will be astonished to hear that a lot of the people in your organization right now, maybe yourself, you're already doing a business analysis and you are a business analyst, but you don't have that title. So that's okay, or not having the title. But you are a business analyst if you perform certain tasks and responsibilities. So we learned that who is business analyst, and then we'll try to find who is business analyst, and that how to get started as a good business analyst. If you are a business analyst, how to get started as a good business analyst. And if you're not a business analyst, how to get started as a business analyst. All right. So we learned this in today's session. So let's start from the IIBA body of knowledge first. All right. Now this is a book. It's 300 pages, 300 plus pages book. All right. And we have a different content in that book. We'll discuss the details, but let's first understand. If you see the screen here, okay, somebody asked a question that how it will help the project manager. So you can also get one of the answer here, although the whole 10 days you will be getting this answer, that how a project manager can effectively perform, and how the project manager, how business analysts can help project management. So this is one of the answer. So if you see in the box between, I have something called a project. We're working on a project. There is a project pipeline, or maybe somebody else working on a lot of different projects, managing a lot of different projects, working on different projects, testing different projects. So you are in that box. So your work start from the projects, whatever the project requirements, and then the delivery of those requirements. So that's what project is about, and that's what project management is about mainly. Although there are aspects of the project manager, but that's what is main project is about. It's about a box. It's about the dimension. It's about the, you can say, a paradigm. It's like a boundary. So the project is a boundary. Now let's see business analysis. Now these are the business analysis. These are the business analysis tasks. So we have pre-project task as a business analyst. So business analysis starts before the project. Actually, the project is an outcome of a business analysis activities to create a project. So, so business analysis goes beyond, above and beyond the project. So that's very important. So see, this is a project. And business analysis does understand the rationale why this project is important. There are hundreds of projects that can be done. The rationale behind this. So this is what comes from a business analysis. These are the skills that we will be learning in this session. Strategic analysis. This skills goes before, starts before the project and goes in the project as well. Then the post-project activities. As a project, your project is ended. That's it. Game gone. Finished. Now, but business analysis goes beyond the project. Even the project is delivered, you evaluate. Is it giving the right results that were expected? Like for example, you made a project. There is a project. You said, all right, implementing this project, we will get 50% more customers in next 5 years. All right. For example, now project management, probably the project will be ended once you develop a solution, implement UAT success. Thank you very much. After 6 months, after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years, to make sure the required return on investment, the required business objectives of that 50% increase of customer is achieved or not. And if it is not achieved, why it's not achieved? So business analysis starts before the project and it goes after the project. It also helps realizing the right benefits. So whatever benefits you have thought about a specific project, are those benefits achieved? Are those benefits 100% achieved or partially achieved? So these things help business analysis to realize have to be evaluated by a business analyst. Also, as a business analyst, you might be thinking that the business analyst is should test the application, create the UAT scenarios, test the UAT the application, help in UAT. But that's not the only thing. Our solution evaluation goes from the UAT till after the use, and I'll tell you why. Okay. Okay. Now, let me move to the next slide before I ask the other questions. Okay. Now, business analysis, there are 6 knowledge areas, all right, or you can call 6 areas to focus on by a business analyst. 6 areas, all right. Now you have to understand each area so that we will understand that what each area has. But first of all, the business analysis focused on the planning of business analysis activities and monitoring those activities whether they are going as per plan or not. But these are only for you have to plan. So I'm not talking about project management plan. Whatever plan you make in your business analysis, you give it to the project manager. So project manager add that to their project management plan as a business analysis activities plan. Okay, and then you monitor it. All right. We are getting questions in between, so I'll try to answer all those questions when we reach to the Q&A phase. All right. If there's something urgent, then only tell me. All right, thank you. Okay, this is about business analysis. This is in the sequence, but you can, and then there are 5 more areas. But if you see the diagram, each area is interrelated. So it's not sequence. If there is a change in strategy, if there is a change in requirement designs, if there is a change in solution, so you change everything. So this is why everything is fully integrated in business analysis. Usually this is not happens in the project management or software development. Okay, but here it's integrated. Okay, now after business analysis, there is a knowledge area which is called strategic analysis. Strategic analysis is about the high level analysis of the enterprise. So usually the projects are created by a strategic analysis. So if you do a strategic and as a business analyst, you understand that problem, you find a root cause, and then to fix that root cause, the projects are created. Maybe that's an automation project, that could be like just a SOP process, or this could be a business process or business process reengineering, new product. So this could be so business analysts. We will learn then in the next coming slides that for business analyst, a solution is not a software only. Okay, this could be anything. Analysis, you do the elicitation and collaboration. Again, don't go for hard words. The subject is simple. Elicitation is requirement gathering, but I'll tell you the difference between the gathering and elicitation and when we reach to the session, the third session, and collaboration. So this is where we collect the requirement mainly. Then we analyze those requirements. So what we have to analyze once we have the requirement, what we have to analyze to design a solution. Okay, and then once the solution is designed, you evaluate that solution. That is it supporting the business objectives that the solution is created for or not. And during the whole process, because from planning till delivery, there are requirements. Business analysis is all about requirements. So you have to manage that life cycle, how the requirements will come in, how they will be managed. Traceability, we will learn something about traceability here as well. Requirement. Okay. Business analysis, planning and monitoring, strategic analysis, requirement lifecycle management, requirement and solution evaluation. All right. Now there are 6 different knowledge areas. In each knowledge area, area. All right, there are some inputs. There you need some inputs. You apply certain tool and techniques on that task, and then you get the output. For example, in elicitation, let's say elicitation requirement gathering, that we have different tasks. For example, prepare for elicitation, one of the tasks, right? For each knowledge area, there are tasks. So this is one of the tasks, the results of verification, all right, and then validate requirements. So for example, these are the tasks. So for each task, like prepare elicitation, prepare for elicitation. If this is the task, you need some inputs, like what are the stakeholders, okay, what is the project, okay, and then based on those input, you apply your techniques, like the requirements. So the requirement is the output, stakeholder is the input, and the techniques that you applied. So this is how each knowledge area works. In each knowledge area, like business analysis, requirement elicitation and collaboration, requirement analysis and design definition, solution valuation, every knowledge area has certain tasks. Okay. I think some of you are facing a voice issue, I guess. That's important points are missed. Okay, what we'll do is we will have a break here for 10 minutes. So it's already a break time, 16:30, 33. You take a 10 minutes break. Don't leave the meeting. We will just put ourselves on mute. So we'll test few things here internally, and then we will join again after 10 minutes. So if you want to if you want to finish anything, pray or anything, so please do it. Hear me properly? If you are still facing a problem in hearing me, please just message so that we tested our voice. It's working fine now. Can you please confirm? Anybody having any issue listening? Any comments? No issues yet. All right, so we are good to go. Voice is fine. Thank you. It's good now. Great. Thank you. I hope this issue will not come now. So what I'll do is, because we had issue in this one, so I will try to recap a little bit on the IABA body of knowledge and like how it's been designed. Okay, so I'll just give you a little bit glimpse about it again, just a little recap if you were not able to listen to this before properly. So IIBA, International Institute of Business Analysis, have made a body of knowledge, a complete, you can say, a complete knowledge base standards for business analysis community. So if you want to do a good business analysis, the chances are that you find, if you follow the standard processes defined by the business analysis, IIBA, International Institute of Business Analysis, you'll be able to do that easily. In the IIBA, the latest body of knowledge is version 3. Okay, and this body of knowledge is designed in a way that it has 6 knowledge areas. Okay, these are 6 different uh, knowledge areas are there. You can update, you can see this on your screen right now. So 6 knowledge areas: business analysis and planning and monitoring, the first area; strategic analysis, it's the high level organization analysis, like like what is happening in there as the organization, what are the problems, what problems need to be fixed, which one need to be fixed first, what are the root causes, and all this root cause analysis, feasibility studies, business case development, all this comes under the strategic analysis. Now when I say business case, maybe some of the project managers will be thinking that business case is also part of the project charter. So yes, that's why I was saying that the business analysis starts before the project and goes even after the project. Okay, because the objective of business analysis is the identification of the problem, designing the solution, and making sure that this solution has fixed the issues, fixed the problem. So that's why it starts before the project and goes beyond the project. Okay, we are still it's good to see that we are still having people joining us. So then we have the after strategic analysis, we have requirement analysis and designs. Once the requirements are collected, we have to analyze and design those uh, during, and then once the solution is developed or designed, we have to evaluate that the solution, that is it working fine, is it giving the right benefit that it wanted for. Or then also during the whole process of business analysis, there is something called, there are requirements everywhere. So when you collect the requirement, you analyze the requirement, you design the solution, then you test the solution. So all this, in the whole process, there are requirements everywhere. So we have to manage the requirement life cycle based on the processes we create. So we learned this. Traceability, if you heard about, is one of the major output of the requirement lifecycle management. I hope this point is clear. If you have any questions, you can ask now. Yep. No questions. Okay. I'll take the questions. Where are the questions? No questions. All right. Okay. So, okay. So no questions for now. Thank you very much. Traceability explanation. All right, Hassan Raza asking for the traceability. We will discuss this in a lot of detail. Traceability is one of the important topic in our discussion. We will discuss this in, I think, day 5 or 6, where we will discuss the requirement life cycle management. Okay, how many questions from each area of exam? Wait till 10th day. We will discuss the exam details on 10th day. All right, passing marks, each area, how many total questions, what is the time, how the exam works, online, CBT, things like that. We'll have all the things answered on the 10th day. Is the course also cover the risk management? We will discuss the risk management because it's part of the business analysis, but this is not risk management session or course. This is a business analysis, will touch the risk management aspects only. Okay. Is there any tool available which covering the CBAP practices? IIBA body of knowledge. Okay, you are talking about the CBAP exam practice questions. Yes, 10th day. I will share the sources that allow the practice exams. What is the sequence? I really like this question. Please note Mohammed Adnan name in the participation. Very good question. What is the sequence of these 6 areas? Beautiful. I was leaving that part behind so that somebody can answer it. Great. Thank you, Adnan. That's the beauty of business analysis, that there is no sequence. Like software development life cycle, there is no sequence. You can always go back and forth. So I would like to again show you the screen. I'll show this screen before we move to the next slide, that it's completely integrated. However, logically planning comes first. Then even you are doing the strategic analysis is the second one. Then elicitation and collaboration. Then requirement analysis, design definition, and then the solution evaluation. This is the logical way. And during this process, whole things, requirement lifecycle management. This is the logical way, but anything could happen before, after, or even there is no task at all. For example, you are only doing a root cause analysis on a problem. Like for example, the problem is customer base is decreasing. Okay, for example, this is a problem. Now you are analyzing, you are doing a root cause analysis. So this project will have only 2 knowledge areas probably, if you are doing a root cause only. So there is a business analysis, planning and monitoring, and strategic analysis. No other task. You get my point? But if you are for root cause analysis, you are going to the people, eliciting requirements, then elicitation is also part.
if you're developing a solution for that, then requirement analysis and solution valuation is also the part. So there is no problem. There could be only one knowledge area that you are applying, or maybe all. And the logical sequence is there, but all right. Okay, try to ask your question on Slido, because see, it's hard to focus on the Zoom chat as well as the Slido. So try asking question in Slido. This is a good tool because we are participating there. If you don't know how to join the Slido, go to slido.com and join the event 58616. Okay. Would you also discuss about documentation, its functions fall during SDLC phase? Yes, of course. We will share. I will personally share, because I told you that I'm from the software development background. Like working in IT companies, consulting IT companies, turning around IT companies uh, for past, like, let's say, like 10 years. And and even having a background and graduate degree in banking. So yes, I'll be sharing lots of documents on the in the class, as well as the Google Drive will have lots of templates of the SDLC phase as well, like minutes of the meeting, then like a requirement stakeholder analysis, a lot of things. And you will be making a lot of things during the session as well, so don't worry about it. And whenever, even after the session, if you feel there is some requirement of business analysis where you need certain support, you can definitely approach me. All right. So each document propose as its function and when required. Yeah. So we'll not learn about the documents in this session, but we'll discuss this as a case study, that how the requirement elicitation and all this work. Someone is waiting to join the session. I think I already accepted that. Basically, all the terms in second slides are so mutually exhaustive, but still interconnected. Absolutely right, Mr. Arif Raza. Absolutely well put. Thank you. Like RFP, RSFS, yes, we will. I'll share some of the formats with you as part of the session. But again, there will be no separate detail, like a discussion, because RFP, RSFS, there could be there are books written on it, so we can't have full thing, but we will touch that area. Yes. Any other questions? Great. So we are moving forward now. Thank you very much. Let me get back to the screen. Okay. So so see, this is how. So there is a logical chronicle order is there, but they are all interconnected. Okay. Now each knowledge area, business planning, monitoring, solution evaluation, elicitation, collaboration, strategy, each knowledge area have certain tasks. You have to perform those tasks in a chronicle order. Okay, you can miss some tasks based on your design and your requirement. Definitely all the tasks are not mandatory always, so you can definitely pick and choose, but these are chronically ordered. So those tasks, when you perform those tasks, you say, I have achieved this, I have completed the knowledge area. Like for example, there are certain tasks you do and you say, now I have completed my elicitation. It's not like you just go collect the requirements and you say, my elicitation completed. Business analysis said that's not the case. You have to first prepare, then conduct, then record results, then confirm. Then you say that, all right, thank you very much. And then there is one more thing. So you have to do certain tasks, and then you consider the knowledge area to be completed. Now, very importantly, for each task, you need some inputs to perform a task. For example, I told you that for preparing for elicitation or preparing for conducting the requirement, you need input. What input? Maybe a stakeholder list, to whom you want to go and ask the questions, which systems, project chartered, maybe scope of work. Okay, so these are all inputs to prepare for elicitation. Then you apply some techniques. Maybe if you don't have the stakeholder list, you have to apply the stakeholder analysis technique that we will learn in this session. Okay, and then you apply those techniques to get an output. Maybe that output would be a stakeholder analysis plan, or maybe that will be elicitation plan. Okay, so that's how it works. So every knowledge area has certain tasks. Every task needs some inputs. You apply your tools and techniques of the business analysis to get certain outputs. I hope it's clear. If you have any questions, you can ask now. All right, so I think it's clear. Let's move forward. Okay, now I hope you can all see the screens. These are 50 techniques that are listed in IIBA body of knowledge. Before there were 35 in the previous book. Now they increase it to 50. All right. Now these are the 50 techniques that are listed in body of knowledge. We'll not cover every one of it, but we'll cover the most important one of it. Okay. And I'm sure, again, because it's in a Canadian company who have done this thing, so the words are hard. Things will actually be easy, and when we'll go for it, you will learn. So these are the 50 techniques. Okay. So a small question, like, like all of you really have seen those, have gone through those techniques in your past, in your lifetime? Yes, no, maybe. As a business, I have a question. As a business analyst, first we have to work on planning, then we go to the other knowledge areas. Yes, that's logical. Okay, now, so there are 50 techniques. We'll focus on our best one. Now, before going any further, I have a small question for you. Now, there is a list of 50 techniques. Okay, this here. I want you to choose a specific technique. Okay, and tell me on Slido that you think is the most important technique for you. I'll be opening a question here. You can put multiple techniques that you think are important. Okay, just give me a second. There will be a blackout for a few seconds only. Just give me a second. Okay, now I'm starting this new question in Slido, and there you see the screen. Okay, use this screen. Tell me what is the most important technique that you want to learn, okay, in this session, in this whole course of 35 hours. These are the 50 techniques in business analysis body of knowledge. Which one you think? Okay, which one do you think? We have a car horning outside, maybe. Huh? Okay, give your answers on the Slido. Which is the most important technique out of these 50 that you feel is most important for you and you would like to learn that technique? Business analysis, capability analysis, UML. Yes, UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. Business capability analysis. Wow, good. Brainstorming. Rules analysis. Yes. So a lot of people would like to learn the business capability analysis. All right. Business cases. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's also one of the very, very, very important document or analysis type. Business analysis capability is increasing. All right. Brainstorming, prioritization. Wow, beautiful. All right, excellent. Prioritization is one of the most important skill of all time and a very important technique for all time. And we will learn prioritization technique in detail. We will learn business brainstorming in detail. We will discuss business rule analysis on a high level. The requirement analysis, yes, of course, that's a detailed discussion will happen on that. Decision modeling, All right. There is a small, what you call it, a small exercise will be there for checking your decision making skill as well. Yes, this we will discuss this. Okay, please allow me to rejoin. All right. Vendor analysis. Yes, this is one of the important skill. We'll not discuss this in detail, but we'll learn that, you know, like this is part of the business analysis. Yes, but that's not. We'll discuss this on a high level. I'll show you one Excel sheet that does the vendor analysis, and so you can understand what are the different aspects of vendor analysis that should be considered. User stories. Yes, we will discuss wireframes in detail along with the user stories. Hmm? All right. I think we have. All the responses. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, I'm asking a new question now. I'm creating this question right away, and the question is, how many of these techniques you have hands-on? How many techniques you have hands-on? Okay, out of these 50 techniques, how many you really have hands-on? Have you used it once or twice? But you know that how this training works. How this out of this 50? I don't want you to count everything, but just give me what you have. I'm starting a question now. Okay, there we have. You see a new question? How many of these techniques you have hands-on? Wow, beautiful. Great. 5, 10, yeah, good. All right, somebody's expert of user stories here. All right, good. Great, keep coming. All right, good. Wow. All right. So 20% of the techniques, 15. Wow, good, excellent. Wow, workflows. Somebody's expert of workflows here. I'm sure the business process diagrams and all this stuff. We will discuss this in detail. There is an exercise on that. Good. Brilliant. Excellent. So we will now move back to our slide. Thank you very much for your participation. Okay. Okay, so see, there are 50 skills, and the most of the people have reported that they are 10 to 15, which is like 25% of this thing, which is good. And we will learn a lot of different skills here as well. And a lot of them that we already learned, maybe the, the details will also be identified for that. Okay. Okay, now the question is, what is business analysis? Very simple question of all time, I would say. What is business analysis? What is business analysis? Just write your answers on Slido. What is business analysis? What do you think is business analysis? To understand the business problem. Great. Very good. Very good. Understanding the business problem. Business analysis. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Yes. More. Identify the requirement. Identify the requirement. Beautiful. This is good. Identify. I like this thing. Bridging up gap between business and technology. Technology. All right. Okay, good. I like it. Requirement gathering, understanding, identifying requirements. Yes. Define outcome. Good. Yes. End-to-end solution. I like it. Use the requirement according to business process following SBP prudential regulation. Yes. Yes. For you, yes, of course. Business analysis is a disciplined approach of introducing and managing change to the organization. Yes, yes, change management is part of it. Understand and identify the requirement and gap analysis. Yes, good, very good. This is one of the techniques. Yes, identifying requirements and its solution. I like it. Good, excellent. Good. Anything else? What is business analysis? Good. I think these are the best responses that I have received so far in terms of any training that I have provided. Identify and articulate the need of change. All right. Good. This is good. Requirement gathering, optimization solution already in place. Now, these are the 2 points, and I really like it. Requirement gathering and the optimization of solutions already in place. This is very important, optimizing solution, because we will discuss this in detail in next coming few slides. Requirement gathering and implementation of user requirement according to business process following. I think this is the second time we are getting it, but yes, this is right. Requirement gathering, optimizing solution. Yes. Great. I think we have our responses. So I think you guys have very good understanding on the business analysis. Now we will move back to the training slides. Okay. So business analysis. There are different definitions. We'll learn different definitions here and there. We'll discuss this, but there is my version of business analysis as well. Okay. Now I'm not throwing or pushing my version of business analysis on you, but this is what I have learned in past 12 years implementing business analysis in the organizations, turning around organizations, teaching business analysis. So because I told you, business analysis is my passion. All right. So I don't that's not my work, but that's my passion, and I implement business analysis in all my companies and even the CMI level 5 companies where we do consulting of implementing the business analysis. We call it the business excellence centers. So for me, how I see business analysis is it's a mindset. This is very important. Business analysis is a mindset. It's an approach of doing things differently. All right. And it's a behavior of continuous improvement. Now, this is very important, that how I see business analysis is it's a mindset that, like you have a specific mindset of business analysis. You say that I need to improve business. As you define, all the definitions you provided is correct for business analysis. Okay. So having the mindset of doing that, what you have said, that's business analysis. It's an approach. It's an approach to enhance the business processes, to enhance the business outcome, to enhance the business efficiency at all costs. It's a behavior to do it continuously, all right, without any missing. And why you do this? To find a specific problem. Okay, whenever there is something not working well, then you have to go deep into the details and find what's going wrong. What's the problem? This is very important. And not only finding a problem, going deep into finding the root cause of that issue as well. And once you find the root cause, you don't stop there. You define a solution, and not only solution that is being requested, but you value add. Now here, if we have a project managers here, they might disagree that value addition is a gold plating. All right, that's a big word, gold plating. Once we have time, then we'll do it. But for business analysts, it works otherwise. We'll discuss in detail, but value addition mindset is the business analysis mindset. Now, let me share some of the definitions from the international uh, body of knowledge and other places. So one of the business analysis accurate knowledge or accurate definition is from the BABOK, business analysis body of knowledge, previous version, which is absolutely right as well. is the set of tasks and techniques. You have to understand set of tasks and techniques, the list of the tasks that you perform and the techniques how you perform them. Okay, in order to understand the organization structure, policies, and operations. So the tasks that you perform and the tools and techniques that you use to perform those tasks in order to understand the organization structure, policies, and operation. And why you want to understand it? To recommend a feasible business solution. This is very important. To recommend a feasible business solution so that organization can achieve its goals. The goal could be increase of sale, increase of satisfaction, decrease of churn rate, things like that. Okay, so whatever is the goal. So that's one of the definitions, accurate. Also, one of the definition from the body of knowledge, the recent body of knowledge, is also it's a little bit enhanced based on the previous knowledge, which is enabling the change. Somebody said just while defining that, enabling the change. So it's not a change management, which is a totally different area, but it's enabling the change. Like why you have to justify why the change is important. Justify through your business case, justify through your case studies. Okay, enabling the change by defining the needs and recommending the solution to deliver. This is very important. So recommending a solution is also one of the defining the needs. Like most of you said, requirement gathering. So that's defining the needs. When you collect solution requirement, you get solution requirements. When you talk to user about his personal requirement, you get non-functional requirements. When you talk to business owners, you get business requirements. So these are actually solution needs. Okay, and you deliver the value. Business analysis also enables the organization, the whole organization. It enables the organization to articulate needs, how the needs will be communicated. If I have a problem, how it will be communicated. All the problems are not related to IT. All the problems are not related to HR. All the problems are not related to, like one specific department. So within the organization, if there is a problem, who will communicate? To whom it will be communicated? Who will follow up? Who will make the solution? Who will design the solution? Who will find the vendors? Then implement those solutions, test those solutions, and then validate whether the solutions are delivering the right value or not. So who will do it? Who will so this is called articulation of needs from the top or the bottom to up and top to bottom. So this is how it works. And then not only articulating the need, rationale of change. Why the change is important. Is it really good? Is it really necessary to have an automated system, OCR based invoicing, like a vendor, when the vendor sends an invoice, it should automatically upload in the system, create it, and we will just check and balance. Maybe this is very good for you as a bank, but if it's a retail store, is it important for them? No, maybe not. Maybe there are more important things than that. So rationale of change, like if this is the project or this change is important, what is the rationale? Is it important or not? Is it mandatory or not? So this is what business analyst does. Okay, one of the definition from PMI PBA, Project Management Institute. Now project managers should be listening to this very carefully. According to PMI PBA, the business analysis is about the knowledge, skills, and tools. Again, the same thing, knowledge, skills, and tools to define the problems, identify, not only recommend, but identify and recommend. So identifying the right solution for the problem is required by the business analyst. At the end, you have to meet the project objectives. Okay, and you have to make sure the successful implementation of those product or features. So that's what business analysis definition as per the PMIBA. Okay, now the question comes in. Now we know that what is business analysis. Now the question comes in, who is business analyst? Like, so the answer is simple. The person who does the business analysis is a business analyst. But I discuss a lot of things: determining needs, articulating needs, enabling change. These are very big words, so there is no possibility that a one person can do this. If you are a Superman, definitely you can do this. So business analysis is about all this, but you focus on your area. So when you are learning something, learn it from an open mind that all this is business analysis, but what you are doing based on your requirement, based on your job description, you choose, pick and choose. But again, three things will always be there. As I said, mindset, the approach to do something different, to do something, to add value, and a continuous behavior to do it always. Every time you add value, every time you think that how I can improve the efficiency of user, how can I reduce the inputs, how can I increase the outputs, how can I make it more efficient, how can I make it more user friendly, how can I make it more easy to use, how can I make it more beneficial, how can I make it small and impactful. So this is the mindset that you have to always have it. Okay, and focus on your area. If you are focused on one area, this will be easy for you. We'll discuss all the. Okay, so who is business analyst? According to business analysis body of knowledge, of course, the one who perform the business analysis activities is a business analyst. Very simple. But again, business analysts are responsible for discovering, synthesizing, and analyzing information. So it's not like the word is carefully used, and you have to understand that the word is carefully used. Discovering the information, it's not gathering. So I heard a lot of things always whenever we are training or implementing business analysis, we say requirement gathering. Requirement gathering means there is a requirement, you go there and you collect it. So usually users will tell you half of what they want, or even 10% of they want, and even if they are telling you half, that's not what they really want. The really will, you have to really. So that's why the carefully chosen word is discovering the requirements. Okay, discovering the information. So you have to go deep, not only listen to the customer, note it down, and start developing solutions. You have to go above and beyond. You might have to do observation, that how he is right now working, sit with him and see how which Excel sheet he is opening. So we'll discuss this whole detail in elicitation phase, but that's what it is. Discovering, synthesizing, like understanding those information, synthesizing, is he doing it right, is there anything that can be improved, is it the whole he is doing, or there is something that can be improved. Okay, the most important thing again is for a business analyst, he's responsible for eliciting or getting or discovering the actual needs. Now this is the problem in every organization. We'll learn it in the next few slides that actual needs are very less. And I will share some statistics with you that will really put light on this area. But what customer actually need is business analysis. And if you do this right, if you do this properly, you save millions of dollars for your organization. And we have done it hundreds of times, not only for our project, for our customers, for turning like you can easily do it. If you define the customer's actual need and you deliver those needs, you save millions on each project. I'll discuss this in detail with you. Okay. Okay. According to PMI PBA, Project Management Institute, Project Business Analyst, business analyst is the one who is responsible for performing work regardless of person's title. Now here they are feeling like PMI is trying to not say to project manager not to go for this certifications. Okay, but that's true. Absolutely, this is agreeable. I told you in the beginning that whatever we are learning as a business analyst today, you might don't have a title, and you really don't need a title to become a business analyst, because it's a mindset, it's an approach, it's a process. You can do it irrespective of your designation. A project manager could do a business analysis activities. It's okay. Now we will learn that what is the difference in both of them and why these two roles should not be according to the recommendation, should not be assigned to one person. We will learn this thing. But again, this is business analyst could be anyone. A customer marketing manager could do a business analysis, and actually they does the business analysis in understanding competitive analysis they are doing, like what other banks are doing, what new products they are doing, how is our product performing, what new products we should. This is all business analysis. Okay, so irrespective of the title. And the important thing is you collect the requirement, you develop the solution, and you deliver the solution in the project. For PMI PBA, they are focused on the project. We go above and beyond the project as a IABA body of knowledge. Okay, one of the very good definition I personally like for business analysis, and this is how we call business analyst in our organization is the business analysis who adds value to the bottom line. Now, this is very important. So, if you are working in our organization, or if you are working in any organization that we have consulted and made, like business analysis division, you can't work there as a business analyst until you value add at the bottom line. Value add means you add value in terms of user easiness, in terms of cutting short the processes, in terms of enhancing the UI UX, in terms of making it more user friendly, reducing the inputs, increasing the outputs, making it, like, or you change the process and you make it more beneficial, or you find the real requirements out of these 100 requirements. What are the 20 requirements that you can develop in the system to, to really make the impact? If you do this, then only you will be hired in the HP according to their definition, and also ours. So this is very important. At the bottom line, you have to add value. If you're not adding value, you're not a business analyst. This is a simple definition for me. This is I'm telling you, this is simple definition. So value addition is must. Okay. According to Wikipedia, if you search on Wikipedia, the person who identify the business need and determine the solution, needs and solution, is a business analyst. Okay. So uh, some common titles that usually a business analyst have is business architects. These are also people who are doing the business analysis. We don't listen to these uh, uh, designations or titles in Pakistan, but across, abroad, you find these common in every organization. Business system analyst, data analyst, enterprise analysis. These all are different title for the same job actually. Management consultants actually does the business analysis. Product managers, product owners, project manager actually, requirements engineers, system analyst. So these are different titles, but they are actually responsible for doing the business analysis for their work. Now, let's do a small activity here. Now, I want you, this is small activity, okay? And I want you to maybe read it carefully and try to answer the question. I'll create a question in Slido, okay? And read this and answer. All right, I got a very good feedback. If you allow me, the screen will be blank for only a few seconds. I'm just creating a new question here for this. Okay, I'm just running a poll here. Just run it. Just a second. All right, who is the engineer? Okay. Okay, I started the poll. Okay, now you can answer in the Slido. Okay, okay, I got a very good question here, that if we value add, we have been told that this is out of project scope. Now this is a great fight actually. As I told you, now we will learn this thing. That project management and the business analysis have certain conflicts in terms of the project scope, and we will learn this in detail, and this will really help you and the project managers attending this training to really understand what could be done and why it should be done, and how you can convince your project manager on the scope thing. So usually, rather than discussing on project, there are other things that we should discuss for those points. I will discuss this in detail in the upcoming slides. All right, so we have this question, a very simple and easy question of all time, and we need answers. Whenever we add some value, it's all, I answered this already. Okay, I will actually, yeah, this we will explain them. All right. Just note his name. All right, very good question, Muzaffar. We are adding your name to the participation list. This is very good question. So you will win if you participate like this. You might will every participant point will earn you 1 point, and at end of the 10th day, whoever have more points will get surprise gift. Right, Kazi? Yes. All right, I got it assured. If you have already took this question, or just take the screenshot, so I will move to the Slido so that we can see that what people are responding. Just take the screenshot of this thing in your computer so that you can get back. I'll change the screen. I'm changing the screen now. Jones, Robinson. All right. Who's the engineer? Jones, Robinson. All right. Who is the Mr. Jones? All right. John Jones. All right. I don't know. John, is it John or Jones? Smith. All right. We got Mr. Smith. Okay. Joan Robinson Smith. So there are 3 people and we have 3 names. Jones. So 3 people said Jones. So there are more chances of Jones now. Let's see. Wow. Smith. Okay. There are 2 people on Smith now, 3 on Jones. Still Jones is winning the competition. All right. Jones. Smith. All right. Robinson is out of league, I guess. Why? Because he beat the engineer at the pool. All right. That's the reason of Robinson not being engineer. All right. But Jones, there is a tough competition between Smith and Jones. I think Jones is winning. Jones is the engineer. Usually I don't find people engineers with Jones names. No. Could be Smith. Jones. Robinson. All right. Okay. We have 2 people reported Robinson's. Good. Is still in the league. All right. Who is the engineer? It's simple, no? Jones. No engineers. I like it. All right. There are no engineers. All right. Okay. There are no engineers. Okay. Nobody. I like it. All right. Excellent. So there is nobody engineer. All right. Or is it Mr. Nobody? Okay. Mr. Jones. I think Jones, a lot of people are saying Jones, I guess. Okay. So let's go back to the slides. Who is the engineer? Okay. Let me tell you. There is a small lesson in this exercise. All right. So I never expected, mashallah, you gave great responses and most of them would be right, I'm sure. But you have to learn this thing that when we are becoming a good business analysis, right? And we learn very few definition of business analysis, right? Who is business analyst and what is business analysis? So what we have learned that we have to get the requirements, apply tools and techniques to get the solution. This is a very, very important point. So whenever you have a problem, this is a problem. It's just a very simple question which is given to you as a problem, and you as a business analyst have to answer or solve the problem. So very simple. Gather the requirement, apply the tools and techniques, and then you get the solution or deliver the solution. So these steps has to be performed. So irrespective of Smith, Robinson, or Jones, I'm sure you all are right and perfectly right. And I would like you to just search this question on internet and you find it. But what is lesson from this small exercise? Some of you might be reading it several times. Agree? Some of you might be reading it several times. That, you know, like, maybe how many of you have read it 2 times minimum? Just answer on Slido. How many of you have read it 2 times? All right, good. Larger number. A lot of people have read it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. All right. It's a complicated. How many of you have tried to break it down on your paper? A lot of people have tried it 3, 4 times. Yeah, true. How many of you have tried it to break it down? Just open your notepad, Word file, and just put enter between, because it's a problem statement. That's how user give requirement. He just talk everything together. How many of you have actually tried to break it down? Like, what happened actually? Who is who? All right, some of you tried. Very good. Very good. And that's why how you reach it, but not most of you, right? So this is one of the point that you have to apply. You have to first make it understandable, divide it, and then apply the logic. Maybe logic could be making a small chart of elimination, could be, or anything. Maybe a flow chart sort of thing, just to make sure that we reach to the conclusion. And then use knowledge base. How many of you have searched it on Google? Let's be transparent. How many of you have searched on Google? Just answer me on Slido. How many of you have searched this on Google? No? No? Oh, all right. We have some smart. I like it. I like it. All right. 2 people. Okay. 3. Wow. Good. Out of 30. All right. We have 4 people. All right. Take their names, please. So take their names. All right. Now, maybe other people will call it cheating, or, you know, like, we never thought about it. You never told us. But I never told you not to search for it. So the most important thing for a business analyst you have to learn today is, whenever you have a problem, just write it down and break it logical, make it logically understandable, and then apply your logic. Apply any tool that makes it more, like, if it's a business process, make a process flow, and then use the knowledge base. Talk to your friends how they are solving this problem. See how competition is solving this problem. Search on Google. That's okay. That's perfectly okay. Google is your knowledge base. Your organization policies is your knowledge base. Your competition is your knowledge base. Standard organizations are the knowledge base. What is happening? Who is doing? If you are doing it, if you have this problem, others people will also have the problem. How they are fixing it. Okay. So use the knowledge base. So this is the lesson learned from here. So maybe, for example, let's take this here. The people who have given an answer, Jones or Smith or Robinson. If I ask you to present how it is, how they reach to the conclusion of Robinson, the only people that have applied these steps, like breaking down, logical description, then only they will be able to present that how they reach to the conclusion. Otherwise, you'll just talk and nobody will understand. So this is important. This is, as a business analyst, you have to understand. Yes. All right. Somebody have did it for the business analysis definition. It's okay. Great. Perfect. So that's how it works. Knowledge base. Okay. So use the knowledge base. This is important. Don't always try to reinvent the wheel, we call it. Wheel is already developed. You have to work on punctureless, tubeless, or some. You don't need to reinvent it, that it should be round or square. It doesn't matter. It's already been developed. Just try to improve it. Okay. Until you are working on hoverboard kind of thing that, it doesn't need a wheel, then it's okay. Otherwise, don't spend time on, like, reinventing something. Just search that how other people are doing it. Talk to your people. Make your atmosphere, make your acquaintance with people, with relevant people. Join the groups where you can, forums where you can write a question and be relevant people can answer. Okay, now my question is the business analyst really important for an organization? Do you really think it's an important? And if you really think it's an important, can you just tell me why it is important? Your answers on Slido. Just now. Do you really think business analysis is important for an organization or your organization? Really? Wow, I have the answer. Yes. To guess out the engineer. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, good. Anything else? Arif, you think that there could be another word for a business analyst just to find the engineer? That Google can find it. So yes, because it add value. Very good. So can you note Hassan Raza, please? Okay, Hassan Raza, we are giving you 1 point of participation. This is a great point, that value addition. Let the system work under the regulation, fulfill the business need. This is good. Beautiful definition, or beautiful aspects of putting it in your organization. Direct towards the requirement. Yes, yes. Saving time. Yes, of course. Saving time. Okay, saving time. Okay, you have to put your name. The person who mentioned the direct hit towards the requirement and saving time. Whoever gave this feedback on Slido, just go to the right side. You see an avatar icon. Click it. Edit your name, please, because we need to know who is answering, so we can note your name in the participation, as well as I had a further question from you. Yeah. Okay, Saqib Khan. Saqib Khan, I would like you to open your mic because you can unmute yourself, and just tell me that how do you think a business analyst can save time?
Right, to basically avoid vague requirements like going here and there. It's
Yes.
a waste of time. For example, if you won't understand your requirement clearly, right? So it's a wastage for organization as well as for business analyst or for
Beautiful.
any individual. Yeah.
So, so quality of requirement, Saqib. Thank you very much, Saqib. You can. Thank you. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
Yeah. Welcome.
So quality of requirement that directly impacts the amount of time. And we will learn this in the case study, and research proves that if you just enhance your quality of requirement by 10%, you save 50% of the time. We'll learn this whole details, but thank you very much, Saqib, for putting this for us. Yes, actually, bridge between stakeholders to understand the requirement. Absolutely right. Okay, to prevent the change request. To prevent the change request from vendor. Maz Akhtar, yes. I would partially agree. Change request. I think you might belong to the project management division or something. Change request from vendor. I got partially agree that we want to definitely reduce the change request by getting the right requirement from first time, as Saqib said. That's totally agreed. But just stopping the change request, and I'm sure you would also agree with this point, that just stopping the change request, which is very crucial for the success of the project or the specific solution, could even spoil the whole thing. So this is partially I would agree, because I don't know the whole background you're coming up with, but that's partially agree. Mohammad Azhar Javed, yes. He provides the solution more easy and in a friendly manner to stakeholder in a more easier way to achieve. Yes, good. Yes, beautiful. Yes, because he's a business analyst, he is focused on the area. He's in discussion with the user. He know what is the real problems, so he can definitely value add. I agree. Okay, I think we will note Saqib's name. Yeah, please. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. We'll have a small break right now. Okay, this will be 10 minutes break. It's
Would be great
17.
help. Excuse me, gentlemen. Would be great help if you can do it in 10 minutes time, so we can have a praise break along with as well. Thank you very much.
Sure, sure,
Because
sure.
it's my grip. Thank you.
Okay,
Agreed.
great. So okay, agreed. So we'll finish after 10 minutes, and there will be a 10-minute break. No problem. We'll continue. I can continue till the time you want. No problem. Okay. Okay. Now we discuss. You all of your answers are right, absolutely, and that's what business analysis is all about. But some of the major important things that a business analyst could do for an organization. Of course, the points that you raise is you can find it here. But some of the most important thing, and I really like the comment from Saqib, is the cost, time saving. Time, if you save time, you save the cost. So cost reduction. This is very important, and you will learn that it really helps. Let me give you a small example. Okay, you are, most of you might, because you are in banking, so banking is actually it's a digital business, like it's becoming a digital business. Everything is IT. So you might have come across a lot of IT solutions, or maybe you are in the IT itself as well. Now consider a typical solution, maybe like a typical solution that you could think about, like that you have developed or implemented. All right, typical solution: payroll, HR, inventory, investment, treasury, product that you have installed, implemented. And there are lots of, and think how many menus there, how many forms. Think about it, how many forms, how many reports. Okay, and just answer yourself that there were like 100 forms or 100 reports, and how many of them are actually in use today. So the answer would be, if I'm not wrong, is like 20, 30, the 50% of the time, efforts, money, cost, participation has been implemented on that system is a waste of time. You got my point. If you are developing a Microsoft Office for the whole international world, where maybe like billions of people will use things differently, and one feature that you are not today using could be used by other people, that's okay. But if you are developing something for your own organization, for your own people, for your specific requirement, and after development 80% or even 50% of the system is not used, it refers to the waste of time, efforts, and money. Now this happens like a lot of time. We are implementing payroll. How many reports? 100 new reports. All right, you develop it. At the end, you're using 5-10 reports. You get my point. So if you initially find those 20 requirements out of the 100, you focus on this. You will deliver fast. You will deliver as per the requirement, and you will deliver with the, like with the cost saving of 50 to 60 to 70 and even 80%. So that's one of the most important thing, if a good business analyst that can save, because that's where financial comes in. Again, in addition to that, standardizing the solution identification and implementing, how the solution will be identified, how the requirements will be collected. It's standardizing this approach. If you put a business analyst, he can standardize the approach, that how the requirements will be collected, how they will be notified, how they will be converted into solutions, FS, DS, as you said. All these things could really help, could really be helpful. Better business processes. If you have a business, you remember the days, like I see a lot of people have introduced themselves and shown like 15, 20 years of experience. They will remember that there were days when audit companies or the business management consultants were hired to review the internal processes and enhance the processes. Okay, there were times, and lots of huge consultancy charges were paid. Okay, but now the days are changing. Like the business is changing every day. So if you keep on bringing the consultants to review the processes, and then they change the process and you start implementing it. By the time you start implementing it, the process is already changed. Okay, so that's why you need somebody in your organization as a business analyst mindset to continuously help you with the process improvements, to have better business processes. Okay, and a lot of the time you don't need automation to solve a business problem. Sometimes a small change in business process could fix the problem forever. And then enhance transparent communications, like who's giving the requirement, when the requirement was given, when it was changed, who changed it, sign offs, all this thing could be enhanced by availability of business analysis. Risk management even could be enhanced. Like for example, project manager have his risk register and risk management he is doing. So we will not do the risk management again, because project manager is already doing the risk management. Business analyst, based on the quality of requirement, can identify the can identify the risk of the requirement that could impact the project failures. I got the message. I think namaz break, somebody said after 10 minutes, so we are still 4 minutes to go. Maybe I'll just finish this slide and then we move on. Okay, so enhancing, we can help project manager with the requirement risk to enhance the risk management. If the requirement quality is poor, it's not clear, it's not uh, defined, or the people who are giving the requirement are not uh, positive about the project approach, about the people, about the process itself, then definitely the quality of requirement will suffer, which will increase the risk in the project. So risk can be managed by the project manager in a better way, having the business analyst on the ground. Delivery cycles could be reduced. Trust me, usually people think that if you put a business analyst, because he's a solution focused thing, he will increase the scope. Like I got a question. Okay, like I got a question. Like I got a question that, like how I can convince a project manager about the scope breach. So you don't need to you don't need to convince him about the scope breach. You have to tell him that out of this whole thing, let's remove this and let's put this instead of that. So time is even not same, but even if it is reduced, but it's more uh, solution oriented and more return on investment. Okay, we will discuss this in detail. So I think we will have a break now, uh, and we'll meet after 10 minutes, which will be 17:58. Okay, all right everyone. So hello everyone, welcome back. Just let me know in the answer screen if everybody's here. Answer. Slido. Okay. We need at least 10 more yes to move forward. Please, come on fast. All right. You got 2 out of 10. All right. 3 out of 10. Good. 4. Wow. That's 5, 6. Very good. Excellent. 7, 8, 9. All right. All right. You just need the last one. Come on. Who's the 10th one? All right, Kazi. Now, whoever, the 2 people who responded first, we are going to give them 1 point for the reward. Both of them 1 point. All right. Now, next time, I'm sure you guys are going to do it faster. The first 2 who responded will get 1 point extra. Guys, wow, you are in the race. For each point is important, because you remember, like I do this for all of my trainings. At end of the day, people who didn't participated regrets. Trust me, this is a great surprise. All right, that you are not going to miss. Okay, so now I got a lot of yes. Okay, so let's move forward. So I think we all agree that business analyst is important for organization, and the most important thing for a business analyst is the quality of requirement that impacts the cost, that can reduce the cost. But not only this, trust me, business analysts are crucial for project success as well. And how they are crucial for the success, let's not let's do some let's review some research. So there is a company called IAG Consulting. I'm sure most of you might already know that consulting company. These are very famous in terms of IT research. So they have done some research in terms of project success. Okay, I think we have a question. Yes. All right, so I got a question that is it necessary to for a business analyst to be a domain expert? Okay, now I would say that this is mandatory for a business analyst to have a domain knowledge. Domain expertise, on the other side, I would not say that is mandatory, because that could be developed with the passage of time. If you have a business analyst mindset, trust me, you can do a consultancy of as a business analyst, or you can become a good business analyst of any domain in a shorter period of time. But the point is, domain expertise are always value added. So for example, if I'm hiring a business analyst in in banking, and I have two different candidates in front of me, and one is a good business analyst, another is a good domain expert but not a good business analyst, I would prefer a good business analyst over the good business expert. This is very domain expert, because if I'm hiring a business analyst, the most important thing he should have is the mindset of the business analyst, the approach of the business analyst, the behavior of the business analyst. Okay, he should know how to ask right question. He should know the tools and techniques to to find the problems and design the solutions. So this is, so that's how it works. So it's like, but if I have a business analyst with no domain knowledge, a very good business analyst with no domain knowledge, and a very good business analyst with domain knowledge, I'll prefer that domain knowledge business analyst. So this is how it works. So it's you can't say that uh, you can't say that like it's not necessary. So it's necessary, but business analyst skill is more important for the role. Okay, now let's moving forward. Business analyst and project success, IAG Consulting has done a research. They are saying, and this is a research, this is a recent research, you can go on internet and there is like, it's like 18-20 pages of detailed research, and I would recommend you reading that. But the most important thing they have highlighted, so you don't need to read all 30 pages because I've chosen the points and put it in the slide. So they are saying that the poor business analysis capabilities, the companies that do not have the business analysis capabilities, means they don't have business analysts, or they have business analysts, but these business analysts are not properly designed to function in a proper manner. So these are called poor BA capabilities, poor business analysis capabilities. So you have business analysts, but the organization is not designed to allow them to function properly. For example, uh, uh, if they are like, usually most of the organization have the BA reporting to the project manager. Now this could be a good this could be good if a project manager have good business analysis capabilities. But if it's not the case, probably the business analyst will end up becoming a scheduler or only a requirement collector instead of the business analyst. So that would call a poor business BA capabilities. So the companies which have the business analyst proper capabilities have 3 times less failure ratios as compared to the companies which have uh, poor business capabilities or no business analyst in their organization. So 3 times less failures for the people who have the right business analysis function in their organization. A very important thing, that 68% of the companies that have conducted a project, and these are emphasis on the IT projects, okay, they have marginal or outright failures. 68% of the company, like 68% of the projects have are marginal or outright failures. Now project managers will understand this point. The marginal failure means that you have decided a certain budget of time, scope, and cost, and they increased not only by 50% but even 100 and 200%. So these are called marginal failures. Okay, these are also failures, but these are called marginal marginal failure because the project at the end completed, changed scope, signed, changed work estimates, everything modified. So, but it's still a marginal failure. But not only marginal failures, 68% of the companies face outright failures as well. Means the project is dead end, khalas, chapter closed, new vendor, new team, new things. 68%, that's a large number. Means every 10 projects you are doing, you will end up having 7 projects approximately, whether fail fully or destroyed, or not achieving the timelines or the cost lines or the budget lines or the required features. Okay. 50% of the projects deliver 70% of the required functionality. So this is very important that even all the projects will not give you all the functionality, even they are successful. So even successful projects will not fulfill all the requirements. Only half of it will fill the 70% of the requirement. This is very important. Companies usually pay 60% premium on budget due to low quality of requirement. If the quality of requirement is not good, your project of 100 rupees is already 160. This is minimum. Trust me, I've never came across, even if a requirement quality is not up to the mark, it's below average. I have never came across this research that it is 60% premium. I came across like 203%, 100% premiums organizations are paying. Okay, 60% is still less, but that could be an average. Okay, 41% of the IT development budget is going to be consumed by the poor requirements. So your business analysts, your project managers, your developers, your quality assurance, your testers, your UAT experts will be end up having 40%, almost half of the project. Testers, UATs, all features will be done for the features that will never be used or never will be required. Okay, and that's because of the poor quality of requirement. So project success is crucial and it's dependent on certain things. Now, what are those things? Okay. Okay. Now this is small one chart. This is also from the IAG Business Consultant Group. According to them, there is nothing called high quality requirement. Okay, in this chart you see this one, there is nothing in this world called high quality requirement. There will be nothing. So there will always be flaw in types of requirement. That's okay. But according to their research, if the quality is high, there could be 0% extra cost. But if you see this chart, as the quality of a requirement is decreases, the cost is increases with a higher percentage. So if your requirement is average quality, you will end up paying 40% extra money, extra features, extra project management, extra quality assurance, extra UAT, even if it is average. It should be between somewhere average, above average, and somewhere between above average. But usually our types of requirements are somewhere between low quality and average. And that's why we end up paying up to 60 to 70% of extra cost on our projects. We have a question. All right, I have two very good questions, and I would like to give 1 point to both of them, Mr. Muzaffar as well as Mr. Maz. Okay, is there a tool? He's asking a very good question. Is there a tool to qualify or segregate from a good quality requirement versus a not good quality requirement? Yes, there is. All right, there is a tool, and we will learn that tool in our session. These are called requirement attributes. Okay, so we will learn that what is good quality requirement and what is not. But again, we can have a good quality requirement, but we can't have a perfect requirement. So never go for perfection. And we'll know that why we should never go for perfection when we will learn the stakeholder analysis. Perfectionist is not a right choice for the business analysis. So we have to be somewhere other than perfectionist. Okay, and I have another question. Any stats available for the non-tag projects? Yes, of course. There are lots of things available, and you can definitely get it from internet. IAG Consulting Group is focused on IT related things, and these are more well known, so that's why we quoted them. Okay, now let's talk about PMI. All right, now the project managers will understand this thing more because it's PMI. All right, so what PMI talks about the project success? PMI have conducted 5 global studies across the world, including Uganda and including Africa and US, Australia, everywhere. 30,000 C-level executives. Okay, this was the study, and they have uh, very great. That research is like again 25 pages. But again, what we did, you don't need to read all 25 pages. I juiced it up and bring the crust to you. So 3 important points they highlighted in this study: that desired project results were seldom achieved. These are the C-level executives. The 30,000 practitioners around the world are saying that even the project is completed, we have what we requested, but still the project is completed, but still the project results, the thing we thought, our sale will increase, our customer will increase, our satisfaction will increase, I will have something like paperless thing sort of thing, all these things are seldom achieved. Means like most of the time we don't get it. Let me give you one example. I was working on a project. So like all this project management and business analysis thing, you do the project, you implement, you UAT, you go live, you cut the cake, you take the pictures, and after that you meet the CEO. All right, and you say, you know what, we have done the project. And CEO told me, yeah, I saw the pictures, great, this was excellent. And I asked him a question like, have you got what you wanted? And then he started thinking, and he said that, let me be true to you. And he said that, like, I've seen that the project is achieved, all those things, but I was thinking about these things that I seen my part of it, but I don't get all of it that I wanted. And this is really an eye opening. Trust me, the real decision maker in the companies, the real people who usually we automate some solution and we make it more complicated for the people who are already using it. So this is very important. So there are 2 aspects of it. First, you have to go to the highest level to understand what they want, and then what they will tell you is the business requirement, and then you drive from that business requirement to your functional and non-functional requirement. This is very important. If you don't do this, you start from user requirement and you make functional and non-functional requirement, then that's it. Then you will not be able to satisfy to business objectives at all, because the functional requirements are user requirement. They might not, usually not connected to the business requirements, to the business objectives, to the high level things. And that's what you have to do a different projects to make it happen. They are saying that the project evaluation of the project is not linked to the business value. Now this is true. Ask yourself how many projects you are doing is linked to the business value. Means like, if you are doing a project, how many of those projects are linked to the business value, that this project will return this much of increase in sales, this much of reduce in XYZ cost, this much increase in efficiency, this much number of hours reduced. How many of the projects? Probably less or lesser, right? I have a question. Timelines, deadlines are never discussed during the whole session as yet, as that really crunch BA with parallel threads. This is the question. Okay, I have 2 questions and 1 comment. So Mr. Mazhar is saying, I think most of the cases users are also not clear for their requirement. That is also the case of project success or failure. True, users are not clear. Okay, we have like 30 participants here. How many times you find that the customer or the user is clear about the requirement? I spent like 20 years in software side, 12 years as a dedicated business analyst with STEM. I never came across a user who knows exactly what he needs, and this will never happen.
लेकिन
Okay,
बहुत
so
एक
there are
चीज ये है, आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं. नॉर्मली जब आप बात करते हैं कि जैसे कि बिजनेस के पास है, आपके पास एक प्रोजेक्ट आता है, लाइक शेप ऑफ द PRD प्रोजेक्ट, जो भी डिटेल्स आती हैं गाइडलाइन, आप उसका एनालिस्ट जो होता है बेसिकली वो उसको एनालाइज कर रहा होता है, चीजों को बता रहा होता है। सम टाइम बिजनेस की तरफ से ये भी होता है कि नहीं यार आप हमसे ज्यादा बेहतर बिजनेस नहीं समझते, ठीक है आप इसको ये इस तरह कर दें। वंस जब वो प्रोडक्ट बन जाती है, वंस जब वो प्रोडक्ट बन के सामने आती है, एट द टाइम ऑफ यूएटी उसमें इतनी चेंजिंग, इतनी चीजें चल रही होती हैं जो कि रियलिटी है। उसके बाद फिर जब वो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन की तरफ जाती है तो वो सम टाइम एक पिक्चर ड्रॉ की जाती है कि जी आपको बताया जाता है कि जी मे बी आपको एक बहुत अच्छी सी चीज दी जाएगी, बाद में वो अजीब सी चीज बन के निकल के आती है। लेकिन जब उसका फेलियर हो रहा होता है, एट दैट टाइम आप क्रिटिसाइज, आपको एक बंदा चाहिए होता है कि यार किसके ऊपर वो टोपी रखती है। तो वो चीजें जो हैं जिसमें भी टाइमलाइंस की भी, जैसे जब भी किसी ने जिक्र किया, वो आती हैं। मतलब अब तक जो भी हम लोग रीड कर रहे हैं, मतलब इन सब चीजों से कैसे बचा जा सकता है, मतलब हाउ वी कैन रेक्टिफाई दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स, ताकि इन फ्यूचर हम चीजों को थोड़ा सा वो कर सकें। मतलब वो मतलब व्हाट यू गाइड।
यस सी, पहले तो यार आपने रुला दिया भाई। अच्छा, लेकिन ये जो है ना, ये कहानी घर घर की है भाई। ये सबका रोना है, ये जिंदगी भर का हमारा रोना है। रिक्वायरमेंट्स की क्वालिटी आपको ज्यादा नहीं पता, मैं ज्यादा जानता हूँ। बल्कि आई थिंक आप यू आर स्टिल वर्किंग इन अ बेटर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। द कंपनीज आई वर्क फॉर कलेक्शन ऑफ पेमेंट। और पता है उन्होंने क्या किया? उन्होंने एक अलमारी की तरफ इशारा किया एंड सेड ऑल द मैनुअल्स आर देयर, collect your requirement and make the system. Okay, so we will definitely the point is, ये अगले जो हमारे 9 दिन है ना, 9 नहीं 8 दिन, 10वें दिन तो हम जो है वो बात करेंगे, लेकिन अगले जो 9 दिन है हम यही चीजें डिस्कस करेंगे और इनके ही मैं आपको आंसर दूंगा। आपका आंसर आपको रिक्वायरमेंट एलिसिटेशन में मिल जाएगा।
ओके,
यू गेट माय पॉइंट? the way to, you know, like open the people who are not willing to give requirement intentionally as well. Yes, please.
Sir, there is some sort of document as well, like RS requirement specification and BRD as well, business every requirement of, and we just put the process flow, and we put the diagrams as well, whatever he required over there, and it is freezed. And whenever we get the sign off, if a user want to increase any requirement, then it's all about out of that document. So we can say that the actual requirement was not present in the RS or the BRD, which you have given in the initial stage. So we can cover by that.
See, what's your good name, sir?
Hassan Raza Khan.
Hassan, the person who was talking before, I didn't get his name, but your point,
because it is freezed over there.
You're
so
absolutely
user...
right. But what is his point? And that's what we have been discussing for past 15 minutes. Is that's a problem, that when the whole exercise is done, things are implemented, things are even developed, or even BA is hired and all these things, and then we are saying that this is not in scope. So it's already too late. The time is already been spent. Whereas there are ways to, you know, like save this time. You're absolutely right. I agree that this, you will say that this is not in the BRD. SRS is my Bible. We will discuss this. You know, I have this mindset that you have. I had this when I was doing Invest Capital Investment Bank's project. I had this mindset, and I came across something.
Because sir, we have right now, I have seen many projects in these documents are not given importance, and we do not cover all the requirement of the user in these types of documents, and we don't take the sign off by the user, and then we just take the requirements in the between phase and middle phase and after the phase, and we implement it. So I think there is a lack of documentation. It may be covered by that.
Yes, you are absolutely right. If we do the right requirements gathering, like business requirement and solution requirement, all this on the right time, then definitely this issue can be fixed. We will be discussing this actually. Yes, sorry, all these issues we will discuss and in detail, and all these will be answered. So okay, so let's move forward.
चलो ठीक है, आप कंटिन्यू करें, अदरवाइज प्लेंटी ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इसी तरह आते रहेंगे आपके पास, ठीक है?
नहीं, आप क्वेश्चन you have put your questions on the Slido. I will answer them according to the details. Please.
एक सेकंड, एक मेरी बात सुनिएगा। हमारे यहाँ का कल्चर ये है कि हमारा
Your name,
बिजनेस
please?
जो है, शुमाइला।
Yes. Yes, Shumala. Sorry, actually, my screen is not showing the who's talking because I'm running the presentation. Please.
ओके, शुमाइला, शुमाइला अहमद इज माय नेम। हमारा
Yes.
कल्चर ये है कि हमारे पास जो बैंक का यूजर होता है वो बीआरडी लेकर आता है और फिर बिजनेस एनालिस्ट उससे एनालाइज करता है। तो व्हाट यू सजेस्ट, इज इट इनफ, दिस प्रोसेस इज ओके? बिकॉज बीआरडी तो पूरा कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट्स का फाइनल नहीं होता ना।
True. देखिए, ये जब बिजनेस एनालिस्ट के पास लेके आता है, जो आपने बात की ना, तो द क्वेश्चंस दैट यू आस्क, द डिटेल्स दैट यू रिक्वेस्ट विल फाइंड आउट के आप रियल बिजनेस रिक्वायरमेंट्स आई भी हैं या नहीं आई हैं। क्योंकि देखें, अगर इफ यू हैव अ रॉन्ग बिजनेस रिक्वायरमेंट देन यू विल एंड अप हैविंग अ रॉन्ग सॉल्यूशन। तो हम
That's
बिजनेस
what I'm
रिक्वायरमेंट्स को
asking you. So to whom we will go and collect the correct requirement? वो तो हम तो BRD देख के फिर हमारी FSD शुरू हो जाती है। तो हमें किस पर्सन के पास जाकर पूरा उसका डोमेन समझना चाहिए? डायरेक्टली टू द यूजर?
इस पे हम बात करेंगे। एक्चुअली जब हम स्ट्रेटेजिक एनालिसिस डिस्कस करेंगे ना, तो उसके ऊपर बड़ा डिटेल डिस्कशन होगा। यू कीप योर नोट्स विद यू, और उसके आगे स्ट्रेटेजिक एनालिसिस लिखें, वहां पर आपको ये आंसर खुद ब खुद मिल जाएगा। हमारी कुछ टास्क हैं बिजनेस एनालिसिस की, दैट यू हैव टू परफॉर्म ऑन द बिजनेस रिक्वायरमेंट्स, जिसकी वजह से वो आंसर खुद आएंगे। वो कौन देगा, दिस क्वेश्चन स्टिल रिमेन्स देयर, बट वो आपको मिलेंगी। ठीक है, हम उस पर बात करते हैं। नाउ यू विल हैव दिस, यू विल हैव द आंसर टू दिस इन स्ट्रेटेजिक एनालिसिस. Started before the BRD. Okay, now this is you have your answer. So if the development started before the BRD, then definitely the business objectives जब आएंगे ही बाद में, तो वो कैसे लिंक हो सकते हैं, हम बात करेंगे। What we will discuss, we will discuss the complete right cycle. What is the right cycle? Then you can customize that right cycle according to your requirement. और फिर उसके बाद अगर इसके अंदर और भी कुछ आपको चाहिए, तो we can definitely, I can personally assist you in setting up something that is more thing. So consider this session, get those answers that you want, like जिस तरह शुमाइला ने सवाल किया और आप लोगों ने भी, this is brilliant. Use me for answering those things. लेकिन जो उसमें as a organization impact कैसे लाना होगा इस बात का, उसके लिए हम इस ट्रेनिंग के बाद कभी बात कर सकते हैं. I'm always available to discuss it. As I said, that's my passion, and I have consulted CMMI level 5 companies in implementing the BA division. So I can definitely support you on that. Okay, so let's move forward. PMI वाले ही कह रहे हैं, ये कोई और प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट कह रहा है, ये मैं नहीं कह रहा, ये CBAP नहीं कह रहा, IIBA नहीं कह रहा, कि हमने सिलेक्शन क्राइटेरिया भी बेहतरीन रखा, हमने प्रोसेस भी सही पिलाया है, हमने प्रोजेक्ट को स्ट्रेटेजी भी जबरदस्त लेके चले, फिर भी प्रोजेक्ट फेल हो गया। तो कौन है इसका रिस्पॉन्सिबल? मेरा सवाल है, कौन है इसका रिस्पॉन्सिबल? क्या प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर रिस्पॉन्सिबल है इसका? प्लीज गिव मी योर आंसर ऑन स्लाइडो। हु इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर ऑल दिस फेलियर? कि भाई मैंने तो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट भी सही कर ली, प्रोजेक्ट स्ट्रेटेजी भी बना ली, स्केड्यूल भी बना लिया, फिर भी प्रोजेक्ट फेल हो गया, या तो आउटराइट फेल हुआ, या फिर क्या प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर इसका रिस्पॉन्सिबल है? प्लीज आंसर। All right, we have yes, we have one yes, and we have one no and two yes. All right, I think a lot of people agree that project manager is responsible for this failure. All right, Farooq. All right, not PM. Oh, now we have a lot of no PM. Not solely. I agree. Mars, yes. Okay. Top 2 participants will get the points along with Mr. Mars. Mars, absolutely right. Not solely. I agree. So let's move forward. See, for me, I'll say no. Project manager is not responsible for all this failure alone. All right, and that's very important. So before answering the question that whether a project manager is responsible for this failure or not, we have to understand what is a project manager. What is his mindset? What is his objective? What is his thinking process? So what is project manager? Project manager is accountable for delivering the solution, right, within budget timelines. And now some project manager will say quality. Yes, of course, I agree. Quality. So project manager is not responsible for this. Why? Because he is accountable for developing, delivering solution within budget, timelines, and quality. Very simple. A brother was saying very clear thing that I have the BRD. I develop a solution. If somebody comes up and say this is this thing and it is not part of the BRD, then khalas, there's change. It's a change management. Very simple. So that's the thinking of a project manager, and that's right thinking for his position, because he can't think about gold plating, out of scope things. No, not at all. He cannot, because his accountability is cost, time, project scope, and solution. This is what he is thinking. If you see the screen, he has to deliver a solution on an estimated cost, at estimated schedule, on a standard scope, by maintaining quality. I agree. Okay. No, actually, our session time is 7. That has been told to me, but we will finish 10 minutes early, which will be 6:50. So still we have 20 minutes. So we are not running out as per my understanding, if that is correct. Okay, we'll finish in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if you allow me. I have to finish the slides. Okay, so we'll finish in 15 minutes. And Kazi, can you discuss with them the exact timing? So my timing, the timing given to me is 3:30 to 7, including 20-25 minutes break. Okay. Okay, so let's move forward. So that's what project management focused is. The project manager is focused on cost, time, and scope for a solution to deliver a quality. Okay, now see this thing. See the next slide carefully. Whereas the business analyst is focused on people. If right requirement is not given, that's not a user's failure. That's a business analyst failure. I'm talking to you a very clear, concise thing. As a business analyst, you are responsible for quality of requirement, not project manager. So if you say I got a business requirement and you think it's wrong, question it. Put it in the risk. Talk to project manager. Talk to anybody that you can, and talk till end of the project. But that has to be fixed. Then, so as a project manager, if I'm a project manager, my focus is very clear: cost, time, budget, resource, scope, solution, quality. That's it. What has been given. But when you are a business analyst, your solution is focused on people, processes, tools, and techniques that you have. 50 techniques. There were 50 techniques names. If there is anything that cannot be get out of these 50 things, then something should be thought through. Okay, so that's why business analyst actually is responsible for these failures, not project manager. Quality of requirement. If their project is failed due to quality of requirement and the business analyst haven't raised his concerns because he was collecting requirement from a wrong user or a right user with an intention of not giving the right requirement, or with a user that he knew that will be changed in near future, there is a problem. There is a problem. This is business analysis. You have to do the stakeholder analysis. This is the first task in the business analysis, is the stakeholder analysis. We'll discuss this in detail. I have to move forward. So now I have been asked a question earlier, that is business analyst only for banking industry, or this can be applied in other industry as well? So let me give you an example that business analyst is in every industry. But let me give you an example that how business analysts can impact your business. There is an example. Its whole story is written on the slide that you will get it, so you can read it. But let me give you a glimpse. You know, the company which has the production, the manufacturing of the clothes garments factory. There was a person hired as a executive assistant, all right, and he was marked to the production general manager production, and he was looking after the production things and all this stuff. And one day a production manager came to him and said, we are going to increase our production by double next year. So and tomorrow I have to give the presentation, he said to the person. And he asked him to open that Excel sheet from last year, safe as, and wherever he see 1, multiply, put it 2, it will automatically change. And that's it. I need that Excel sheet tomorrow. Okay. But that person was a business analyst by mindset. He was not. He attended my session. Like you. He also changed as a business analyst thinking process. So his thinking process was changed. He said, double production means I have to see that if I get, like, if I'm producing 100 units now, do I have capability to make 200 units? So he asked this question himself. Then he searched for all the previous production. Then he considered Ramzan timings, Eid holidays, load shedding problems, all this stuff. And he spent like 11 p.m. till midnight. And in morning, when his general manager came in, he said, sir, you know what? I have done whole research. I was there till 11 and I have done whole research. We cannot increase the production to twice. The and general manager was like, was like very angry. He said, why you waste time? I told you just open that sheet, put two and give it to me. Then why why you do all this stuff? But he was a business analyst from his mindset, right? So he said, it's whatever you want, but we cannot do this. Anyways, the meeting, the general manager wanted to present it to the board. He poured clapping things, increment everything, but somehow the talk reached to the, like, he talked that why you were sitting till late with his friends and things like that. So it reached to the executives called them, said, I came to know that you have problems with your manager about the next year's plan. And he said, yes, sir, we cannot increase our production to double. I said, really? Yes, but he also said that we can increase to 1.3. Like whatever we are producing right now, we can increase it to 1.3 without any excess of machinery and all this stuff. Now, this is very important. The owner of the company said that I never thought that this is possible, that even 1.3. I always want the bigger number so that whatever they can do, the best, they will do it. So I'll have a larger number at least. But you are saying that this is possible, 1.3? And he said, yes. And that saved this company millions of dollars. So, so this is how the business analyst works. It's actually a mindset. It's a mindset of questioning the business needs. It's a mindset of spending extra time to get those business needs, searching on Google, talking to friends, talking to people, observing that what is the right requirement, and then questioning those business requirements. And I'll tell you, there are beautiful ways. We call it review sessions. We call it UAT sessions. How to expose those wrong requirement in those sessions to fix this whole scenario. I'll explain you all these details. Same thing, we also had a business analysis session. We also had a person from a marketing department of a stock exchange broker company. There is a case study. So he helped, his company, stock exchange member company, wanted to go retail and open like 50 branches all over the country. Okay, and what happened? So you can read it. So this is how it works. Okay, so business analysis is not specific for the specific industry. It's actually a mindset. Once you have that mindset, you can go do the research, ask question, and you can really help save millions and like generate millions for your company very easily. That's not the scope of project management, actually. Okay, now if you want to get started as a good business analyst and you really think that what I'm talking is an angel story, sign up on these forums, on these websites that I'm showing you. Trust me, whatever I'm telling you is being done already. I've been doing this. CMMI level 5 companies are doing this. All right, many small and medium and even large enterprises are doing it, and you can do that. Okay, sign up on these websites, on these forums, see what people are doing, how they are handling. What is the importance of stakeholder analysis before starting the project? Understanding who is the stakeholder and what is his preference. Have you done it? If your answer is no, trust me, you can't achieve the project. Forget about business need. Okay, so this is we will discuss those things in detail. If you want to get started as a good BA, sign up on these forums. These slides will be shared with you. These books are very helpful book to become a good business analyst. Okay, I'll share a few of these books that we have. We will share it with you in the things. Okay, now the people who want to leave can leave the session. It's okay, they will not get the participation reward, but I will end after this last question, which is Now you understand what is the difference between business analyst and project manager, and I want to know that you really know it. So just in the answer section, please tell me, what do you think is the major difference according to you in the business analyst and project manager? Please. Yes, you can have these slides. I have a question. Can we have these slides? Yes, of course you can have these slides. Kazi will share with you like he shared the link. Yes, is scope is for BA. Okay, this is good. I don't know your name. Please update your profile and put your name, because I don't know, you should get reward, like your participation point on that. This is good point. Scope is for BA. Now we will learn that there are two different types of scopes. There is a project scope and there is a solution scope. Project scope is for project manager. For us, it's a solution scope. We will discuss this in detail tomorrow. Yes. PM takes care of the scope, a project scope. Yes. Tangibility and intangibility. All right. These are hard words. Maybe you are also Canadian or planning to migrate to Canada. All right. Tangibility and intangibility. Yes, absolutely right. Because cost, time, scope, quality, these are tangible things. Okay. So yes. And whereas people, their mindset, quality of requirement, you can call them intangible, but there could be a debate. But yes, if you put it in that line, it makes sense. Business analyst responsible for project scope, execution to PM. Not the project scope, I would say. A solution scope is the responsibility of business analyst. Now, because you don't know the difference between these two, so we'll do it in the next training then. But you're right, it's a scope thing comes. Requirement gathering for BA. Okay, trust me, after reading the elicitation session, you will stop calling it requirement gathering, because if you are gathering the requirement, it means it's already there and you are just picking it, gathering. While gathering, if it is wrong, you have the wrong thing. So we will not gather, we will elicitate, we will discover. But your point is right, yes. Project manager works on cost, time, and scope aspect of the project. Asra Nadeem, beautiful answer, great. So it seems that you guys have already uh, understand the details. I really like it. Thank you very much for your participation. I'm going to start the last poll of today, which will be the rating of this course. Thank you very much. Please rate the course right now. And I will also, yeah. Thank you very much. Please rate the course right now, and then we will end this session. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you would, thank you very much for all your participation. Thank you very much. We try to keep this online session as much as interactive as possible, and we'll do the same tomorrow. Tomorrow our session will start at 3:30 and we'll end at 7. 10 minutes break each. And thank you very much. If you have any questions, please keep it for tomorrow, and we'll start with the recap and session. Thank you so much. It was pleasure.